In the shadows of the midnight sky, I'm a solitary soul. Don't you ask me why, through the city streets I wander alone, searching for a feeling I've never known. In this crowded world, I don't belong. Lost in my thoughts, singing my own song. I wear my heart on my sleeve, it's plain to see, but nobody understands this lonely melody. I'm a solitary soul, roaming free in this indie rock symphony, with melancholy words and introspection.
Well, peeps, this footpath isn't used much. My legs are wet through already with all this long grass, but let's carry on, see where we end up. Well, I'm having a right nightmare today. I've had to change my route twice so far. Okay, walking down one public footpath, got to a gate to go into a field, and it was all barbed wired up. And I've come across 2 or 3 like that just recently. So I'm on a bridle path now and a footpath, and if I go across whatever fields, it eventually takes me back to the route I'm supposed to be on. Only problem is I've got 2 paths here now, and I don't know which one I want. Oh dear, there's some gates along here. Oh well, let's see what happens. Well, that farmer there has just put me right. Apparently I'm supposed to be that side of the wall, because the sign's just stopped. Well, apparently that's just been sold, and whoever's brought it, I mean, he did say the person's name, but I won't pay any notice, as he's the one what's barbed wired all the stiles and stuff. Right. Apparently somewhere here there's supposed to be some pallets And they told me not to go through the gate. So it must be here. Because this opens. Well, in a fashion. I'll shut it like he told me to. But he said move pallets out the way. Whether it, I suppose they do look a bit like those industrial pallets, I suppose. Who bloody knows? Ah, there's a gate here, look. So hopefully I'm back on track. He asked me if I was going to Wetton or Butterton, and I believe I was heading for Butterton originally, so that's why he told me to come the right hand side of the wall. And now we're back to a footpath, look. Yeah, well, yeah, that's a bit of a small gate. Now he did say, well, he said something about the pallets being shut because the cows, the little cows, were a bit on the boisterous side and keep getting out. But then he said go to the right of the wall. So I don't know if he meant them cows in there or he means them ones over there. They don't look very big, but certainly still cause me some damage. So hopefully, I know I'm on a public footpath. Well, I am now again. Because I can see it on my bloody map, but the path I'm supposed to be on is right over there somewhere, but I just couldn't get anywhere near it. I wonder if people are allowed to do that. You're on a public footpath going through farmland, and then all of a sudden I nearly went over then. Somebody else buys it and then they barb wire everywhere off and take the public, well, you can see where the public footpath signs have been snapped off the, you know, the posts and the gates. Right, best check that I'm still on the path, because it doesn't look like it's well walked. Well, I've come from that farm over there. I'm heading over here somewhere. There is a gate there, and then I go through another field, I think, to a road. Walk up the road a bit, and then I'm back on my original path, and I should be going over that way somewhere. But I don't know where. Who knows? All an adventure. Right. Looks like I've just come up to the most pointless gate of the walk. At least the latch is on anyway. The only problem is, unless there's a gate in that far corner there, I haven't got a clue Oh, now we'll get out of here. Ah, there's a gate that side, look. Oh, hear me. I just don't know where the hell I'm going. All I know is the path I'm looking for goes along the side of the Who Brook, H-O-O 0 Brook. And I'm not on my original path yet, but apparently it's down there somewhere. Well, I would assume that it's at the bottom down there, the brook, and then I'm supposed to be walking along there. I don't know. Have a look in a minute. Well, the amount of rain we had, I would have thought this would have been higher than this. But it isn't. Right, this is about my furthest point away now. Now I'll start working my way back. Well, this is the most shite walk I've ever been on. It's only about 4 miles, I think. Well, despite without counting the bloody detours I've had to take. I must have come across 15, 20 styles, fences, whatever you want to call them. Some are styles, some are just fences. And now I'm walking along the bottom of this Who Brook for God knows how long, probably a mile or so, I believe. And it seems to be getting more boggy and boggier. Well, I've just gone arse over tit down there. Ah, dear. Oh well, shit happens, I suppose. I'm supposed to be crossing the river, well, the brook at some point. I thought it was here, but I don't think, well, it better not be now. I've climbed over this bloody fence. Must have a look. No, not yet. Still got ages to go yet. Oh well. Well, looks like we've come to a T-junction. Quite nice up there. Might go and take a bit of a picture of that one. And then obviously it goes into a T there. Well, I'm going that way. But before I do, I'm going to go up there and have a look at that little bit of a pool up there. Well, I think this might be where I cross over. Oh dear me. Certainly looks like it. And what this path's going to be like. Number 579. So whoever knows how to use it will know where I am. That way and that way takes you to Wetton Mill and Warslow. That way where I've just come from, Butterton, and that way through that gate is Grindon and Hilldale, and that's the way I'm going. And I'll be glad when this is over. If I haven't been struggling because the path's being shut, I've been struggling through a foot of bog. At least walking through all that grass there, managed to clean most of my boots off. But right, let's get going a bit further. Well, here we are again, crossing the Hoo Brook. What's this sign say up here? Ossom's Hill, whatever that says. I don't know if that's what I'm going up or what. Didn't say there was any hills, but it certainly looks like it. And again, there is a path that way, so I'll just check my map. But I bet I'm going up there. You wait and see. Steam train time. Well, started to get some views. Whew. And no, I'm still not at the top. About halfway, I think. Well, I know when I go through that gate up there, there's still another 2 fields, I think, before I get to the road. And then I can either cross the road and walk through a couple of fields and come into the village at the other end and then walk through the village, or I can walk up the road to where the church is, where my car's parked. Oh dear. Right, let's crack on. Well, I take it that's Thor's Cave. It says Thor's Cave there, and there's a load of people on the top, and the GoPro won't pick it out, but I just thought, I don't know if it was some sort of a walking group, DV or something. I just saw about 6 or 7 of them with all big massive rucksacks. Go from this side up to the top and down the other side, so I should be going that way, but I'm not. I'm going that way. I'm going up the road. I've had enough. Well, there's the church. The car park's in those trees somewhere, but so to give you a little bit of a view thing. Oh dear me. Right, I'll sign off when I'm in the car, because then I'll find out how far the walk was with all the detours. Right peeps, that was a load of rubbish. Should have been 3.5 miles roughly. It ended up being just over 4. Like I say, where that farmland or farm place had been sold, the farmer, or well, whoever's brought it, has ripped all the public footpath signs down and barbed wired all the gates, the fences, the stiles. This farmer let me walk down his private drive to get into the fields, because it eventually led into this other farmer's field where I needed to go, so he let me go down his driveway. So he said he don't know what's going to happen there. But then when I got to the bottom and I started to work my way back along that Who Brook, is it? H-O-H-O-O Brook? That was a complete nightmare. Bog City. Worse than Dead Edge End. Worse than any of the other bogs I've been in. And it must have lasted a good mile or so. Obviously went over or down, whatever you want to say, a couple of times. I'm muddy as hell. So that'll do it. I've rated it on OS Maps as a crap walk or hike, whatever you want to call it, and 1 star. Absolutely rubbish. But it got me out of the house for a few hours, didn't it? So I've got a few days holiday coming later on this month, so I'm out with my lad. He wants to go to, that B-29 bomber up Snake Pass thing, up that way, up Snake Pass Summit. And then obviously we'll go to Higher Shelf Stones, hopefully get a bit of a view if the weather's okay. Might go to Bleaklow, depending on what the weather's like, how boggy it will be. He won't be too pleased about walking through the bog. Even though I've reminded him to bring his boots this time. And then I'll be out with John the day after. And then at the weekend I'll be out doing myself. Again, no doubt. So there'll be a good few videos coming up. So I shall catch you soon, peeps. Have fun. Bye-bye.